Hey everyone, Pixel Geek here, and this is the first of a couple of video interviews I'm having with the semi-finalists of the 2020 No Code Awards. And when it comes to creating websites and no code apps or whatever, there's more to the story than just the project itself. Pressing publish, pressing launch, shipping your idea is just half of it. The other half is what it took to actually come up with the idea, what it took to actually make it, that whole journey to getting it to be published. And one of our first semifinalists I have with me today is Anfernee. So, Anfernee, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Nice to be here.
Yeah. This is my first time meeting you, and I gotta say, I'm really, really happy that your project, The Big Bed, made it to the semifinals. I'm really rooting for that project.
Cool. Yeah, I had no idea actually. I seen that you posted this awards on your channel, and I was like, let me give it a shot. I literally didn't expect it to be a semi-finalist or anything like that. I just literally just posted it and just I actually even forgot about it. But when I seen your tweet this morning, I was like, oh snap! Wow, that's cool.
It's a nice thing to wake up to.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, like I said, I was really rooting for it. I remember I first saw it when one of my colleagues in the Webflow team posted it on the Webflow Slack channel, and I was like, okay, what's this? And I I love children. I'm a father of a 3-year-old daughter, and
Yeah.
seeing that, I was like, that's amazing. And the fact that you're able to make a book inside of Webflow, not just an ebook, but an interactive ish children's story in Webflow is amazing. But besides that, let's go back to how it all started. Like, oh, well, actually, go back even further. Tell me about yourself. Like, how did you get into the whole no code space? What was that journey, if you can sum it down real quick?
Yeah, so I've been a part of or like a fan of I guess no code or Webflow from like beta.
Mm-hmm.
From like yeah, beta. And then when I first seen what it was capable of, like the one pages, the days of one pages, it just blew my mind because back then I was hand coding everything.
Yeah.
And when I seen that, I was like, this is going to be the future. And I was telling everyone about it, like that I knew, and you're like, yeah, it's just one of those, you know. I'm like, no, this one is different. Believe me.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I mean, I was kind of like, I guess,
Well,
forecasting, but just
what
the quality of it at that point was just
what
amazing.
made it different? Because we're in the days of Squarespace, Wix, and other uh apps that can basically WYSIWYG website designers. Like, what was that little thing that made you go, this is different?
Yeah, there was a few things. So the interface was different, first and foremost, and one thing that I kind of checked out early was like exporting the code. And once I seen that code was like really clean, I was like, okay, this is really cool. And then the interactions too was complete. That was I never seen anything like that before in my life. So I was like,
So that was that
yeah,
mind blowing moment when you're able to make interaction and animation.
yeah, it was like JavaScript but all visual. I was like, whoa, this is cool.
So this is interesting because are you more of a designer? Or do you come from a design background or a
Yeah,
developer background?
definitely designer. Like I studied design in school, but like I just got tired of like handing off designs to developers and like not being able to like communicate certain things properly.
Yeah.
I kind of just learned how to do it myself. Was doing the whole WordPress for a while, and then once I seen Webflow, I was like, nah,
That was it.
it's a wrap. This is it.
Nice,
And
nice.
yeah, so I've been kind of like preaching the gospel of Webflow for like years, and I'm just so happy now that it's become like I don't have to actually sell it anymore. It's become like its own thing, and people
Yeah.
are kind of has its own community. But I felt like I've always been watching like the whole no code community from like afar,
Yeah.
and just now kind of being able to kind of claim or be a part of a community, it just feels really, really nice. So I didn't know where I would kind of fit in because I designed and then I coded at the same time, and it's like you're always kind of forced to be like one, like you just design or you just develop. And I was like, nah, I just like building. Like I just want to take the tool and build. That's what I like to do.
I
And
totally relate. Yeah, I totally relate because like I like design, but I'm not a great designer. I like coding, but if you go anywhere past jQuery, then I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no. Like React Node, and then you start talking about different stacks. I'm like, I just wanna build. Can I just
yeah.
build, please? And so yeah, I totally relate. So speaking of building, your project, the Big Bed,
Mhm.
like where why did you create it? Where did the inspiration come from? And yeah, we'll start from there.
Yeah, so that all started in last year. Actually, no, sorry, this year. Um, sorry, last year.
Yeah, well, it's been a year. It's 2020, so I get it.
Yeah, it's been a blur. But I started last year, December. So we got that book as a gift, me and my wife. And at the
Oh,
time, my wife was teaching our son how to read, and just the way she was animated, so animated about reading the book to him, just really made me take a step back. And I was like, I wonder if I can take that whole experience that she's doing with her son and kind of bottle it into an experience. And obviously, at the time, I just left the no code conference, and just watching all those speakers talk about their journey using no code and like the success that they were having with that. I was really motivated from those talks and from those speeches. So I came back and I was like, maybe I could just do something with this book. And I just started like, I don't know. I'm not sure why I knew I wanted to take that experience and make it interactive
yeah.
using Webflow. And then I just started sketching some ideas, doing a little design in like Photoshop and After Effects, and just really kind of trying to figure out how I was going to turn this book into like an interactive experience. And at the same time, while I was doing it, I was kind of using my son as like almost as a creative director. I was asking him, like, should I do this with this, or should I do how do you
Yeah.
want me to do this? And he
Yeah.
was kind of like telling me, like, Dad, you should do it like this, and you should make your hands go like this. And
How old's your son?
he's 5 now.
A
He was
five-year-old creative director. You're doing parenting correctly. Good job.
yeah. So it was just yeah, just a collaborative thing between me and him, and I just really wanted to create that whole experience that he was having with his mom, and just kind of create into an experience where he can go on his iPad or wherever and kind of have that same experience.
That's a
So that was
beautiful.
kind of the idea behind it.
That's a beautiful story, and great inspiration to make that happen. So while building it, besides having the hardest creative director or art director to impress, what
Yeah.
other hurdles did you have to get through to make this project come alive?
Yeah, the biggest hurdles were, I mean, I know the limitations of Webflow. I mean, there's not. I mean, Webflow can do a lot of great things, a lot of
Yeah,
great things.
but it still has
Um,
limitations. Yeah,
it has limitations for sure. So like the one limitation that I ran into was um, the audio. Like, how do
mm,
I incorporate the audio into it? So
yeah,
I had to kind of write some like custom JavaScript for that. Um, and then I think that was the biggest one really, and
mm,
just understanding how I was gonna use the Webflow's interactions and kind of merge the code together to
yeah,
kind of make that seamless. That was the biggest hurdle. Besides that, everything else was done like Webflow. Kind of experimented with like the animations in After Effects, and then turning those into like Lottie files, bringing that in, and then I quickly realized that it was too big, the Lottie files.
yeah.
for it to it was working fine on desktop.
Yeah.
So then I turned those Lottie files into like just like GIF animation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of experimenting, going back and forth between like Webflow,
Yeah.
After Effects, and a bit of code, but
Yeah.
most of it was done in well, actually, all of it was done in Webflow, just a little custom code for like the audio.
Yeah.
But
That brings up another thing. Wouldn't it be cool if Webflow had audio interactions? That would be amazing. Like
that would be
press
really cool.
on click play MP3.
Right, right. That would be dope.
That would be yeah. I can't talk for the engineering team, and I don't know what our roadmap is. So add that, please. That
Yeah,
would be
I mean, like you guys just had the world tour and
yeah.
the logic flow that you guys touched
Oh,
on.
maybe.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
waiting for that.
A lot of people. I mean, if I could do what I could do for the community without Zapier, and more cleanly, then yeah, why not, right? But uh, yeah. What besides those hurdles that you've jumped over, like what have you realized or what have you learned from creating this project?
Yeah, so the biggest thing I learned with this project was again, like I was super motivated from the No Code conference, and those talks just really. I was always kind of somewhat driven as a designer. I'm just always trying to get better, use the best tools out there, and just really work on my craft. But working on this project really just opened my mind in a way where like there's nothing that's not possible if you really just kind of put your mind to it and kind of just have a goal. Um, like, and I've kind of been doing that since that whole project. When I tweeted it, like I said, I never knew it was going to get the attention that it did, which was the first time in my whole career that that's ever happened. And then from from there, I've like just been super focused on the things that I've been working on, and knowing that like I've always kind of been just again in the background, just watching everyone else, kind of admiring everyone else's work
Yeah,
and just really being inspired by that.
yeah,
But I'm really kind of driven now to kind of like really just continue to love what I do,
yeah,
and I guess shine a bit of light in people's lives if that if that's possible. Like there was a lot of people that were saying they enjoyed the book, and I literally just did it for my son, not knowing that a lot of other people would enjoy it the same way as I did. So
well, I'm
yeah, I'm just
glad. Yeah, I'm glad you made it, and I guess it shows that the world is like much smaller than we really think. And
right.
when you just put out something out of from your own heart, people will latch on to that because they have similar experiences. There's a lot of people with similar life paths,
Mhm.
and it's just amazing that you're able to do that. So, um, if you win, I'm going to send the prizes over to your son, not to you,
Cool.
because he's the art director. So, just.
That's fine.
But what is he going to do with member stat credits? I don't know.
Oh, is that the prize?
Oh, the prizes are on the website.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I didn't even check it out. I literally just
Oh,
um
out of the goodness of your heart, you wanted to submit. That's awesome, dude.
but yeah, member site, that's dope. I've always that would I mean if that does happen,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Yeah, check out the prizes. But yeah, thank you so much. Can you give us links and tell us where people can find your website, your Twitter, and anything else?
Yeah, so I guess you guys can find me at anfernee.grant.com. That's my website. And then my handle is at Anfernee G. That's where my Twitter is at. And yeah, that's where you'll find any of my latest work and things that I'm up to.
All right. Thank you so much, Anfernee, and good luck in all of your future projects. And thanks again for submitting your project to the No Code Awards. I wish you the best of luck.
And I appreciate it. And just want to say one thing. I appreciate you like just kind of having this for the community and kind of like putting a spotlight on everyone in the community. And obviously, you kind of play like a big role in the community. So thanks you for the work that you've been doing.
Well, thank you.
Watching you from day one. So
Thank you. And I
amazing
wish
job.
we would have met at No Code conference. I didn't know you went. Did we
Yeah,
meet?
we met, but you met like I'm pretty sure you met like
A lot of
thousands.
people. So,
I,
I'm so
I briefly
sorry.
said hi, like, and that was about it. But
Well, the next No Code Awards, or sorry, No Code conference, we'll have a drink and we'll chat. But yeah,
cool.
thank you.
Cool. All right, thanks, man.
All right.
All right, take care.